I mean, first half went pretty much the way that we expected it to go. Bulls down by freaking 12 points. 49-61 in the first half. Dalen Terry flashing some things. Carla Jones playing a lot. For the Bulls fans that have said, are the Bulls tanking? I think if Marko Simonovic checks into this game, you can all but confirm the Chicago Bulls are indeed tanking. But Giannis has already been confirmed to be out the rest of this game after suffering his injury. So we'll see what that does for the Chicago Bulls. But I think the Milwaukee Bucks have more than enough talent to take care of this us regardless. But Dalen Terry playing 10 minutes in the first half, 3 for 5 from the field, has a positive plus-minus of +3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 7 points from the rook. Dalen Terry leading the bench in scoring with Kobe White being in the starting lineup. Zach LaVine, 4 of 10 with 14 points. We're again shooting 36% from the field, 35% from three-point range. It's not looking good for the Chicago Bulls right now, y'all. It's just not looking good, man. But we're seeing some. And I was over in the Cognac Boys live call, and Bobby pointed out something great. I think, or it was Steve or one of them that we need to talk about. With the development that we've seen, just the steps that Dalen Terry has already taken in just playing 3 meaningful games for the Chicago Bulls. Look at how much he's grown. Look at how much he's showing a better understanding of when to go over under screens. Look at Dalen Terry, how he's understanding how to use his speed. Imagine if Dalen Terry had been getting that 10 minutes that I was calling for at the start of the season for Dalen Terry to be getting each game. Imagine had he been getting that, where Dalen Terry would be right now with how he's shown development in 3 games. That would be crazy. Spider-Man in the building. Mike says, God, Carla Jones looked like shit. Yeah, he's terrible. He's literally terrible. And it's worse when you notice like that man's head, not his hairline, his entire head is on a slant. Like not the hairline or the hair. That man's head was built on a slant. Like what happened? What happened when his skull was still forming? That's deep, man. That's why the man can't get balanced and making these shots. That's deep. It's deep, man. Eight Live says Billy needs to be ashamed of himself. Dalen Terry looks good. Agreed. Markel says, what's good, Haize? Had to change my profile pic because this is how I feel when I see this team play. That's funny, bro. Haize, this team is afraid to shoot. Dalen Terry ain't afraid to shoot. Sluggo says, bro, imagine that. BD has made to look a fool way too many times this season. I'm convinced he wasn't at training camp or at practices. That's deep. Matthew says, bro, you stay roasting everyone. Are you in? Bro, I roast myself. All jokes, by the way. Like, that's the thing. People who've been on here knows I roast myself. Nah, I'm just funny. That's all. Uncommon Vision says, I need more Terry, more Kobe, less Zach, 1-on-5 possessions. We need to run some actual offense, right? Dalen Terry has 7 points in 10 minutes, making Io look stupid as hell. Well, they're playing different roles. Let's be clear out there. But listen, Dalen has shown no fear this one. And like I said, look at the growth that he's shown in 3 games, man. That's crazy. Scoochie, this team is so poorly coached. It's insane. It's definitely bad. Definitely bad. Brendan L. Jet says, we all been roasted, me included. Did I roast you? Oh, when I imitate the pimp voice? Yeah, I've done that. James, are you suggesting Marko should play guard? We have too many bigs for Marko to play. Laughing my ass clown statement. I missed it. I didn't even see James's statement there. Judy says, I'm watching the game and the Bulls are just horrendous. Bad brand of basketball, bad coaching, that'll get you there. Derrick Rose is apparently negotiating a buyout. I have not seen that. But if Derrick Rose is negotiating a buyout, that's the point guard we need to go after. I said I was against us trading for Derrick Rose, but if he's a buyout and you're signing him for the minimum, the last report where did you see that? The most recent report I said is that he isn't asking for a buyout. But hey, if he's bought out, he's bought out. That's just what it is. And the Bulls need to be calling him. Does Billy know how to run anything other than ISO with Levine? So much young talent out here being wasted. Yeah, he knows how to run ISO with Dalen. That's it. Those are the two plays he got. I'm sorry, Dalen. I said Dalen. DeMar. That's it. First time in a long time I've seen the UC completely deflated. We're supposed to be all over Allen. Listen, we got bigger things to worry about than Grayson Allen no-lipped ass, bro. I need to work with Dr. Dribble in the offseason. He's a downhill player. He got to find more ways to get to the rim. Listen, he got to find ways to finish once he gets to the rim. Why is this team bad at different things every night? That's what it looks like, in my opinion. Might be wrong. No, you're 100% right. And that points to coaching. How do you feel about Emar Rosen likely playing in the All-Star game? Listen, it's cool. It's an honor. It's a glorified exhibition. He should play in the All-Star game. He was an All-Star. He should check in for some minutes, but that is what it is, man. I don't even care right now. You forgot Billy D's signature game plan of bench Drummond and give Vooch and Pat 0 touch. Oh yeah, bro. Especially if Vooch played good in the first half, why would we give him the ball in the second half? Billy Donovan's like, no, they'll expect that. We gotta mix it up. We gotta do something different. We don't listen. So DeRozan's one of our best players. We got 26 wins. That's not a player that you keep. Since this time last year, the Bulls have 39 wins in 12 months. There's nobody on this team that you can say is affecting winning enough that you need to keep. And then if you look at just the fact of building teams, if you go into a retool, you don't keep a player around that's on a 1-year contract they're going to be 34 years old. There's nothing that DeMar has done that has affected winning. That we've won 26 games. It'd be different if we were a team that was like 40 wins, and it's like, well, 29 of those wins come when DeMar plays, and all the losses come when DeMar doesn't. It's like, okay then. But 39 wins in 12 months, that's not somebody that you keep, no matter how good they are or not. Not when they have 1 year left on their contract and they're over the hill in basketball. That's not enough to say we need to keep them. Haize, there's never been a better opportunity for people to step up. Zach needs someone to run with and help him score tonight. Yeah, I mean, you're saying what we all know. But, I mean, he's 3 for 5 from the field in the first half. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 10 points. So, I mean, he's stepping up some. But this does need to be a game that Pat should score, especially now with Giannis out. He needs to score about 22 points tonight. The chat is deflated with Bulls. Just as they are deflated against that like button. Hit the damn like button, man. Come on, y'all. Lil Famo says, I got a feeling we're going to come back and win. I mean, from your mouth to God's ears, as you know my saying goes when y'all say facts, like, I would love to see the Bulls win this game. I would love to see him win this game. Your boy Vooch looks scared. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, he's getting bitched out there tonight. Now, I expected that if Bobby Portis was playing, but the fact that there's no Portis, like, yeah, Vooch has been the most consistent Bull this season, but he's not playing good this game at all. Not at all. Him and Drummond. Like, let's be clear here. Drummond ain't looked much better either. Lopez goofy looking ass is killing us, though. Yeah, he's killing it right now. Billy chewing on them hopes and dreams of Bulls fans again. Absolutely. I heard Haize thinking about adding more mods. When you do, I'll put them through the boot camp. Yep, you got to, bro. You got to make sure that they about what we think they are. Scoochie, Haize, what are your thoughts on Terry so far? He's been really impressing me. Oh, Terry's been playing great. I said it at the start of this stream. Imagine how Dalen Terry has shown improvement in 3 games of meaningful minutes. Imagine had he been playing that 10 minutes. I remember at the start of the season, I was like, hopefully Dalen can get about 10 minutes a game, kind of like Io started off. Like, if Dalen had been getting that at the beginning, kind of going through that, yeah, I know he wouldn't have gotten to work on his playmaking and things like that like he has down in the G League, but Man, Dalen is really impressing me for sure. Who is Hill? Malcolm Hill? He's a Chicago Bulls legend. What you mean, man? Patrick doesn't have to stop Greek Freak anymore. It's his time, but Dalen's energy is lit. I love it. I honestly like Dalen. Dalen is all over the place. In a good way. I mean that in a positive way, just all over the court, impacting the game. So if Rose is bought out, percent chance he returns. I'll tell you this. He automatically goes to the top of my list for a few different reasons. He won't start, at least not in my opinion, but maybe. But I don't know, man. I just like for real. The opportunity to bring Derrick Rose back on a 1-year veteran minimum for the rest of the season, that you can't pass that up, man. DeMar still playing in the All-Star. Caruso with the magical injury, clearly an evaluation game, but why no Marco? Because Billy Donovan doesn't know who Marco Simonovic is. Imperfect Kingdom, what's going on, brother? Ain't seen you around in a minute. Glad to have you in here. Off topic, but anyone else noticed since the start of the 2023, the sex bots have been shut down. You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. I wonder if YouTube did something like weed them out or like to trick the algorithm or something, but I'm sure they'll be back. They'll find a way. Cockroaches always find a way. Let Rose go to a team that has a chance at a ring. Why? He's not going to play. I say start Rose. Can't get any worse. I mean, I guess. Billy Donovan's gum. D Rose coming home. It's going to bring a lot of life back to the fan base. People would actually be excited to watch games again. Yeah, for Billy Donovan, then probably not to use him. So the CEO of YouTube stepped down today. All right, cool. Maybe I can stop getting demonetized for going off on Reggie. Haize, we've seen Dalen Carlick and Malcolm Hill. Still no Marco. Billy got something. Billy doesn't know who he is. That's all it is. It's not no grudge. He legitimately doesn't know who he is. What's up, Ron? Glad to have you in the building. I want to see playoff Rose again. Well, I don't think that you're going to see that version of Derrick Rose, even if we did get into the playoffs. Jerry want to bring Rose back just so he can fill the seats without having to build a good team. Oh, that's a fact, bro. 100% fact. Imperfect Kingdom says, these Bulls have been killing me. I've been too angry to watch. I can understand that. That's fair. And D Rose has more heart in his kneecaps than the entire. Well, he has no kneecaps, so I don't know how he's. Maybe that's where he put his heart because there's no actual kneecaps there anymore. That would make sense. Him and Bo Jackson, no kneecaps at all. The kneecaps are they're gone. They're non-existent. The Bulls won't bring Rose back, and they would choose someone like Westbrook over him because this new front office doesn't understand and appreciate the history of the team and passion of the fan base. No, I disagree with that. This front office understands that, but I think that this front office actually makes more moves that they think are going to help. Let's be clear. The move, bringing back of Derrick Rose here helps nothing as far as the basketball on the court. It's fun for us as fans to see him. It's probably good for him to be back home. It puts butts in seats. It sells a lot of merch. Rose jerseys are going to be the number one selling jersey for the rest of the season if Rose comes back to Chicago. But it really doesn't do much for winning basketball games. So I'll take Rose and his non-existent kneecaps before this team. Fair. Sluggo, surprisingly, I think we will win this one. No true closer for the Bucks with Giannis out, and Lopez damn sure won't score 20 in the second half. Hey, I wouldn't assume that, fam. One day you can show us what it looks like on your side when the YouTube demonetizes a stream. Is it an email or something on the app? No, literally you just go in and the little dollar sign goes from green to red and you're just like, fuck. All right, fair enough. Then I have to review and look at it and realize that I literally told somebody that their face looks like shit because their mama had herpes when they birthed them. And then it's like, I look at it and I'll be like, all right, YouTube, you won this battle. That's fair. I went a bit left there. But all right, y'all. Game's coming back on. I'm out this mug. I'll see you guys back here at the post game show. Peace, y'all.